I remember I always wanted to go to another school's dance because I would complain, HBA only gives us an hour and a half of dancing. That sucks. My name is Dr. Rachel Inafuku, soon to be Dr. Rachel Kaneshiro. I'm an economist at the UH Economic Research Organization, aka UHERO for short. I'm also a 2013 alumni of HBA. I like to surf, go to core power yoga, and hit the links with my dad. Professionally, I think HBA really did a good job at preparing me for college. So when I got to college, I felt like, oh, I already have the time management skills, and I felt like I had so much free time compared to HBA, honestly. There was way less homework. And then also, I think what it did was sort of plant a seed in my life for just, teaching me about God and Christianity and thinking about what else is out there. When I look back on things that happened, I can see where God had his hand in it. And so it's nice to just know that HBA did that for me, planting that seed. Didn't really think that I was ever the type of person that would get a PhD. I thought that was for ridiculously smart people only. I never considered myself to be like that type of person that would even go to grad school. Got into economics, and I think it really opened a whole door for me. I just dove head first. And the first year of grad school was ridiculously hard. I wanted to quit, I wanted to give up, and I was like, God, just give me a sign of why I shouldn't quit. And I was driving to work in the morning, and I got rear-ended on the Pali Highway. And I looked up this guy's insurance information later, and it turns out that he's this pretty famous economist, a local economist named Paul Brubaker. And I took this, for whatever reason, as a sign from God that, like, no, you need to stay and finish out your PhD. And basically what I do now is I do economic research, specifically looking at education and health public policy here in Hawaii. My main focus is conducting research that right now is helping improve the education landscape here in Hawaii. Looking back, I realized I was the type of kid that needed structure, and that's what HBA gave me. Is I wouldn't have gone to college probably if I didn't go to a college prep school like HBA. And I remember having a conversation with my mom after 9th grade and telling her, like, I want to leave HBA, I want to go somewhere else. Like, all my friends are at Roosevelt from volleyball, so I want to join them at Roosevelt. My mom said, if you want to leave HBA, we're not going to force you because we're not going to pay for private school tuition if you don't want to go. And so I thought about it, and then I realized, like, no, I'm going to stay. I do have my friends here, and I think that was the best decision I made, because looking back, I think the number one thing that I gained from HBA was the friendships that I have to this day. The people in my life, I mean, we've literally seen each other from kindergarten, some of us, to graduating. We visited each other when we were in college, undergrad, and now we're seeing each other, get married, have babies. I gained these lifelong friendships. One of my best friends from HBA, Mark Ikehara, I can shout him out in the video. He asked me, like, oh, do you want to come and join my church softball league? And so I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I like sports. So I went, and then that's where my soon-to-be husband was. He was playing for the same team. And then my 5th grade teacher was Mr. Dana Sato. And he has been a huge part of my life, actually. He's friends with my fiance. And he's the reason that I'm marrying him, actually, because I didn't want to go on a second date with my fiance, but Dana Sato vouched for him and said, like, no, I know his Tacoma is super dirty, that's why I didn't want to date him again, because his car was disgusting. But he's a super good guy, and he really just vouched for him and encouraged me to go on another date with him, and so he's the reason why I'm marrying my soon-to-be husband. It's weird because my whole life at HBA, I was like, I just want to get out of here, get away from HBA people and stuff, and like experience something new. And now I'm surrounded by HBA people all the time. They're like my core friends. I think I'm like really grateful now that I say it out loud. I'm really grateful for HBA in my life.